I do know that yesterday the President authorized the Department of Defense to equip Kurdish elements of the Syrian Democratic Forces as necessary to ensure a clear victory over ISIS in Raqqa, Syria. The SDF, partnered with enabling support from U.S. and coalition forces, are the only force on the ground that successfully seize Raqqa in the near future. We're keenly aware of the security concerns of our coalition partners in Turkey. We want to reassure the people and the government of Turkey that the U.S. is committed to preventing additional security risks and protecting our NATO ally. The U.S. continues to prioritize support for Arab elements of the SDF. Raqqa and all liberated territories should return to the governance of local Syrian Arabs. The fight for Raqqa will be long and difficult, but ultimately yet another defeat for ISIS and another step towards eliminating the ISIS threat that threatens peace and security in the region and the world. I know many of you are interested in the logistical aspects of this trip. The one thing that there is a difference between Afghanistan proper and our effort to defeat ISIS. And that's one thing that he was also very clear on in the campaign, that and as president, that he is going to do everything he can to fight radical Islamic terrorism, to root out and destroy ISIS. In some cases, if ISIS, where he has to go into Afghanistan, they may be synonymous at that point, but they are not always the same, right? You can be in, the goal is always going to be defeat ISIS, which is something that he's been very clear on with the American people from the get-go. But that all being said, let's be clear, with the exception of the piece that we announced today, that the President authorized yesterday, no decision has been made. So let's not get ahead of what that ultimate policy will be. One other question. This trip, and we'll be trying to have further briefings throughout the week on the U.S. currently has about 8,400 forces in Afghanistan doing a counterterrorism operation, which is Operation Freedom Sentinel, and then the NATO mission, which is to train, advise, and assist under Operation Resolute Support. The main objective of us being in Afghanistan, from being used as a safe haven for terrorists to attack the United States and our allies, that is the main objective.
Makes a lot of people think that he wouldn't have been fired if the story had not come out in the media.
There are several things that go into a strategy, and I think the idea of just saying, can we throw X number at it, is not the way that the President's looking at these options. He's trying to figure out, walk back from a goal of of eliminating this threat, and then tell me how we get there, as opposed to tell me how many troops we need and then what you're going to do with them. I think that there has been in the past, some instances of just figuring, okay, if we add more troops, that'll help solve the problem. The President's asking to re-look at the entire strategy and then figure out what the footprint is in a variety of ways to get there. To suggest
we couldn't know if she wanted to enforce it until she knew.
I understand that, but I think the President obviously was aware of Senator Graham's suggestion after he made it today, and he's fine with that. He has no business in Russia. He has no connections to Russia, so he welcomes that. In fact, he has already charged a leading law firm in Washington, D.C. to send a certified letter to Senator Graham to that point, that he has no connections to Russia. So that should be a really easy look.